This is a podcast sponsored by Twin Lightning Research. I'm Amanda Siqueira. Today on the show, we will be talking about assignment feedbacks correction. Welcome back, Sada Siqueira. I have missed our program so much, and I'm so excited with the teaching assistant workshop. I'm glad to be back, Amanda. It has been a long time. Now we have a great mission to accomplish. I hope we become teaching assistants. Indeed, Sarah. I also believe our teaching assistants have greatly inspired us to become TAs. Absolutely, Amanda. Let's get started, Sarah. The big idea behind feedback is the learning purpose. As teachers, we will look for strategies to improve students' learning and achievements. For more than 20 years, researchers and teachers have been studying the feedback role in the learning process. They came up with the statement that the most important powerful tool for teachers is feedback. Do you agree? I couldn't agree with you more, Amanda. Professor John Hattie did a very impressive work on this topic. His 15 years research showed the power of teachers and of feedback on students' learning, achievements, and motivation. His conclusions came from synthesizing over 800 meta-analyses based on the influence on achievement in school-age students. Exactly, Sarah. Better evidence leads to better decisions, which lead to better learning. The great words from Professor Dylan Williams. Quite interesting that, along with Professor Hattie, Professors Paul Black and Dylan Williams are well-known researchers in the educational assessments, and their thoughts are absolutely parallel. Providing feedback on assignments is key to guide our students' learning process weekly. We can also track their progress and achievements during the PPCR course. Here, we can apply similar concepts of feedback on exams, carrying constructive and personalized feedback with a positive and honest message while targeting learning goals. For instance, we need to know our students' background, acknowledge their strengths, and help them to work on their weaknesses. I very much agree with you, Amanda. I would like to add that we should focus more on praising the particular qualities of the students' work rather than on the students themselves, providing advice on what steps students can do to improve. The most desirable way, indeed, is to deliver personalized feedback, and by doing that, we should also avoid comparisons between students. Isn't it challenging, Sarah? Comparison can affect both the grades and the student's motivation. Exactly. If we decide to compare students' answers for grading purposes, we are clearly failing. We are not giving personalized feedback based on their own level or needs. The rubrics are important to standardize answers, but we need to consider each individual learning process. For instance, we may find the ones that go beyond the task, others who can't achieve the task, and the ones in the middle. Likewise, if we allow students to compare themselves, the researchers show very clearly that it demotivates the ones that received low marks or grades. You're right, Sarah. Another big challenge is driving the students to use our feedback. How to get their attention to our comments rather than to the grades. It's quite interesting that this made me remember some of Professor Gav Petty's video about the medal and mission approach. Let's listen to it together.
One of the major findings in Black and Williams' research is that there are three things that somebody needs to know in order to learn effectively. One is, what are the goals? What am I trying to achieve? What does a good piece of work look like? Students are notoriously unclear about this, even if we give them assessment criteria. The other two things that the student needs to know is how far they've got in the direction of those goals. Now, I call that their medal. They need a medal for what they've done well. They need a medal in the form of information about what they've done well, what they've done right, what they've achieved, how far they've got in the direction of their goal. The other thing they need is a mission. a mission for how to move closer to the goal, how to improve, how to do it again better, or how to improve what they've already done. So they need goals, they need a medal, and they need a mission. This is information, remember. It's not a mark or a percentage or a grade, really. That doesn't seem to work. In fact, alarmingly, it can have a negative effect on students' achievement. If they have a high grade, they get complacent, and they don't listen to your comments or try to improve. If they have a low grade, if they have a low grade, then they can go into despair. So it's information rather than grades or comparisons that they require.
This is really amazing. It is worth mentioning that Professor Petty was talking about the 4-year review made by Professors Black and William, where they considered only the studies with good design in a classroom environment and with large effect size. Great, Amanda. In summary, using Professor Petty's words, I would say that effect feedback is forward-looking, positive and constructive, task-centered and not ego-centered, with a medal and mission approach. That brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you so much, Sarah.
My pleasure, Amanda.
Thank you all for listening.